Hey. What's up? That's Pedro, by the way. I don't know if y'all could tell.
As a man sits alone, still unseen to the greater world, he doth think. He doth.
Okay, listen, y'all. Pedro hit his head a few times.
Oh shit, my bad. I didn't know you.
Shit. I mean, okay, yeah, he was watching Shakespeare. It happens, and then you become that person.
All right, we're good, man. Savage AF is what we are, though.
What's popping?
I'm Black Pedro.
Yo, what's up? This is Shang. Hey, everybody. We see you in the feed. Thank you so much. What's up, Wendy? What's up, Queen B? Miss No Slick Name, all in the building. Sexy Puerto Rican. Lady Hazel. Puerto Rico. Oh, Puerto
Wendy's
Rico.
In here. Nicole H. I see y'all, man. You know what it is. We're Savage AF.
No more.
We're here Monday through Friday.
That's Big Pun. Y'all too young to know who Big Pun is.
And Joe. So here's the thing, man. We are here Monday through Friday, guys. Live on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously.
Yep.
You know, sometimes we switch up times. Generally, we're on Mondays and Fridays at 3 p.m.
Right.
And then that's Pacific Standard Time. And then Tuesday through Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now check this out, bro. I didn't tell you this. I really just found out like 20, 30 minutes before the show. But, you know, I was just double checking a little app that we use to manage our schedule at work.
Okay.
And you know, I checked the app and I'm not on the schedule today.
What?
Like this, yeah, I'm not working tonight, dog. And
I thought,
yeah, and then they switched up the schedules a bit, and I just realized it, and I kind of did like a little. I jumped up off the couch. I was like, wait, what? Have a dance. You know what I mean? Like I was like, yeah. So, because I'm tired as fuck, and didn't really want to. It was one of them days. It was like I don't want to do this shit, and so. And they don't have me on next Monday either. And if it goes like this, because they added a few new people, they hired some more people. So that relieves, you know, some people want to be there 5-6 days. I'm like 2-3 for me. 2-3 days. That's all I need. You know.
So what about this week then?
Well, we'll still be Tuesday through Thursday. We'll still be 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Oh, okay, cool.
And Friday 3 p.m. But
wait a minute.
We might switch up to a Monday through Thursday, 6 p.m. If I keep getting.
Well, you know like what? Everybody on the feed, if we do that, what I need you to do is, if you subscribe, you'll get the alert with something like this. Now,
and that's on YouTube. That's on YouTube.
Yes, that's on YouTube. It'll let you know when we're on the show live. Thank you, everybody in the feed. By the way, everybody in the feed is incredibly sexy, except for maybe one person. Except for one person, and that person knows who the fuck they are. But make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, if you subscribe to the channel, you got to do some other shit for us, because we have a podcast version of the show, which is on iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and
SoundCloud. Yeah, girl.
Yeah, see, that was it right there. That was the R&B portion of the show. Also, we're on iHeartRadio. I forgot to put that. We are actually on iHeartRadio. So if you have any of those platforms, please check us out. And we appreciate it. And by the way, it was nice to actually walk around. I went to the store, and going to the store, took my mask off, and I actually felt good.
Why so serious, Shang?
Yeah, so I told because I'm fully vaccinated, but I've been fully vaccinated, and I'm just waiting for my son, who is next week, will be fully vaccinated. So we will see. But they also are giving a lot of gifts out all over the country, where it's like, you'll get cash prizes if you get vaccinated. And there's so many black people like, they trying to kill us, brother. I don't even know, man. I don't trust it, brother. So we'll see. I hope that for the people that make their choice, make your choice. But right now, that was the choice. Pedro made the choice. I made the choice. I feel fine. No, I'm good. No, that wasn't. It wasn't digital. Nothing went out with the internet. That was just me being silly. But Savage AF will bring it to you. I did not know
this tequila. This tequila tastes like pork chops, man. Is that
man? Shit is getting weird. But no, I didn't know about today until just now with Pedro. So we will be rocking out today from 3 to 4 p.m. Yeah, you didn't know. And you know what? For all the people that tell your friends, I'll send you some Bitcoin. Yeah, see how I do?
Just a little
I'm a
bit.
good man. Just a little bit. Or the man that runs this Bitcoin. I don't know why that's a silly image. But also, if you do me a favor, I will always be in your debt. Make sure you follow at Black Pedro. Follow at Black Pedro. Oh, I see some more people jumping on the feed. Follow at Black Pedro. And if you happen to be on Instagram, why don't you follow me at Comedian Shang? For the people that followed me this weekend, I had a little bump up. Thank you so much for all the follows. Thank you so much. But I need you to do me a favor. All the people that are on my feed, follow Pedro on his feed. Did that make sense what I just said?
Yes, sir.
Sort of. Yeah. Okay. Follow. Yeah. Follow. If you follow me, but
and
follow,
vice versa. And if you're following me and you're not following Shang, first of all, kick yourself in the back of the head. Then get to following.
And you know what? If you don't follow us, if you don't follow us, I'm gonna come over your house and I'm gonna grab a knife and I'm gonna stab you right in your left buttocks because that's what I do, motherfucker. Sorry,
I hope it's like one of the shorter knives, though, right? Like not
the shorter knives,
not the long blade. Don't long blade the booty. Yes, sir. We are here, guys. That's what we do. Make sure you're following Savage AF Radio on Instagram as well. Also, I don't think I gave the actual URL for the YouTube page, but youtube.com/SavageAFWorld.
Right.
Look that up. I think it's actually /C/ like lowercase c, the letter C /SavageAFWorld. But all one word, Savage AF World. That's where we are.
You know what? I'll put it in. We'll put it down below and we'll also put it in the scroll. So it'll be in the scroll. So if you ever get confused on where to follow, and even if you do a search, Savage AF, you'll see a picture of me and Pedro. So we getting down in the get down and the run up. Okay, wait a minute. Whoa. What the hell is going on? We're going to cover those topics, but wow, you wrote a whole thing. Wow. Okay.
That's just I don't even know what that's in reference to. So we love you, Lady Hazel, man. But sometimes the feed talks to itself. So I'm gonna let them do that. Yanni Keesar, I see you in the building. Queen B, Damani Jones, what up? We do a show.
So much
here.
Craziness, and we're gonna do a show, but there's so much crazy shit. Did you hear about your arm getting magnetic after the injection site? I saw a couple of those videos, and as the people used to say in Little Italy, that's bunk. Okay, that's fucking. Come on, there's no fucking. You know what? You think they put a tracker in your fucking arm? Suck a cock. Nobody gives a shit about you, Henry. Okay,
Henry.
You too, Steven. Nobody's fucking tracking you while you go get your fucking pudding from the corner store. Suck our cocks. Fucking magnetic strips in the fucking feed where they put you in the fucking arm when you get the. Come on, you people.
Let's stay focused, though. Let's stay focused, man. Come on.
Yeah, and the people
these anti-vax theories, man, they get wild, bro.
They get wild. And then you jumped in on the periods. I know that I didn't know what was going on.
Carolina Boss, welcome to the show. You should show up earlier, man, because
that was
came in at a weird point.
That was a weird point.
I see you, Lady Hazel, man. She was talking about the vaccine, but I don't. That's y'all not gonna get me with that, man. Like I have 2 Pfizer shots in me now for a couple months and shit, and it's nothing, dog. Like I'm not saying everybody's not gonna have a reaction, but it's really not killing people. Like definitely not more than the virus or cars or cancer or a whole bunch of other shit. Niggas die. And we've talked about the difference between correlation and causation. And just because somebody dies after getting the shot doesn't mean they died from getting the shot. Right? Like doesn't mean the shot was the cause.
You know what? First off, I
I'm sorry,
disagree.
like,
I disagree, Pedro. I
I
think
know.
that it is totally okay. If you've seen somebody flip out and do some crazy shit, totally because of the shot. Okay. If your girl cheated on you, right? She cheated on you with
Mhm.
Big Dick McGee, who you knew worked at your job and was bench pressing weights with his dick.
His
Most
last
likely, it
name
was
McGee.
it was yeah. It's probably
He's
because
Irish
of
and shit. That'd be
it's probably
embarrassing too.
because of the shot. Yeah, it's probably because of the shot. And if they are tracking you, motherfucker, it's you. There's
Yeah.
there's a reason they're after you. The reason they're like, give him the special shot because that motherfucker's kind of crazy. And then they go to your house and find that you got 17 baby heads buried in your backyard. You're the motherfucker.
Hey.
You should be tracked. I don't know why I said 17 baby heads. That makes it even creepier. But I shouldn't have watched the movie Seven this weekend. Oh, I want to see that Chris Rock got a movie coming
Lady
out.
Hazel is not anti-vax. Go ahead.
Did
Sorry,
you
Chris
see
Rock
the
got a movie?
trailer? Yeah, but it's a drama. Did anybody know about it? Chris Rock's movie did well. It's a drama. It's the continuation of Saw from the book of Saw. It's called Spiral. You like not gonna watch it? Okay, well, it's just
Saw
watching
shit,
Chris Rock be drama is great.
I saw some of Saw, and that was all I needed to saw.
So why did you tie me up? Why do you want me to cut off my own arm?
Not my foot.
Why do I have to cut my own arm off?
I don't know. I guess I might have to see.
That's Chris Rock's drama.
Breezy JJ said with Samuel L. Jackson. How you gonna leave that out, man?
Samuel L. Jackson. Well, yeah, where he said, "Oh, so you want to do this, motherfucker?" And he's talking to the dude from Saw, and I'm like, God damn. But the shit that looks funny before we jump into it is the bodyguard's wife. The bodyguard's wife shit with Samuel Jackson and Ryan Reynolds. That shit looks funny as shit. So I'm gonna be watching some shit this weekend, even though I got to go to Bakersfield. If anybody lives in Bakersfield, that's where I'm gonna be at. I know I know that Chris Rock is good. I'm fucking around. He is good in Fargo, and he is good in this. That's what they said. He's surprisingly good, but he's getting older. When you get older as an actor, there's a gravitas you get, and it comes out in your acting. Except for me.
Nigga been through a divorce now. Shit.
Yeah, that shit.
Joke's over. All right, y'all. Here we go, man. This Savage AF. It is Monday, 17th. Oh, by the way, guys, if you haven't done it, it is tax day. This is your tax deadline day. So if you haven't gotten your shit done, file your extension if you need to. But this is it, guys. They extended it, and today is the day, tax day, May 17th, 2021. Black Page with comedian Shang, Savage AF. We're going to end with a SHANGRY, the constipation of the Constitution. Now, we're going to talk about that shit. But before we get into that, I'm gonna spit my J. Cole theory at y'all. Off season, y'all.
By the way,
but before we
fire to me, I'm just putting it out.
We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it.
Okay.
But before we get into that, it seems like somebody has been silver spoon fed lies. We'll get into that. But before we talk about that, I got a new definition for SCOTUS. It's stopping Coochie over the United States. We're going to talk about it, y'all. But before we get into that, May 17th, 2021, Savage AF, Black Pedro, comedian Shang.
Yeah.
What is real? Or what Is-Rael? What Israel? What the hell are you doing? Come on, baby, calm down. Now,
wait a minute.
I actually have been trying to avoid this topic because if you ever say anything that sounds slightly like you don't agree with Israel, you end up being anti-Semitic, and I'm definitely
and
not
you're
that.
anti-Semitic, and all of a sudden it's like, what do you mean I'm kicked off this series?
And I don't mean to be like that, but no. I mean, but the reality is, the conflict to me as an atheist who have two groups who are essentially the same peoples who got into an argument, centuries ago over a religion and the way we gonna pray, and now fighting over, quote unquote holy lands. Like I'm like,
right,
ain't nothing holy about that.
Yeah, but check this out. This is the wild shit about it is that America's tiptoeing around it and Biden's tiptoeing around it. But right now they're targeting. I got to admit, this is kind of fucked up. They're targeting civilians, though.
All right, so yeah, when we say it and they, I'm trying to lay all that out. So it's like, you got Israel, which is, heavily backed by the United States militarily, and is a state, is a power. There have been all kinds of humanitarian complaints in support of Palestinians, just in the way they get treated. And, I was reading stuff that was talking about them, living in an apartheid state nearly.
Right.
What is going on now are now days of seemingly endless conflict, right? We don't know if they're going to get to a ceasefire anytime soon, but Hamas, right? We talk about, Israel versus Palestine, but really you have a group like Hamas, which is an extremist organization that is lobbing missiles into Israel, and Israel lobs missiles back. Now, on the left there in this picture, the ones that look like Godzilla sneezed, on the left, the swirly ones, it's that's called the Iron Dome, I believe. And that's the defense system against the rockets that are being shot on the right. So Israel has this anti-missile defense system where they blow up the majority of the rockets that Hamas launches over there. And then Israel launches missiles into the Gaza Strip, and they're hitting a lot of civilian targets, man. They blew up a whole office/apartment building that they said was housing Hamas. They blew up a building that was housing the Associated Press, Al Jazeera, and other news outlets as they were reporting there. And a lot of innocent people are dying. And no matter what your religious thing or whatever it is, whatever y'all are fighting on, whatever land or whatever strip or the holy whatever, just understand that a lot of Palestinians are being killed right now, and they have nothing to do with Hamas or any of this shit.
No,
so
they're just
maybe ceasefire on that at least.
Right. There's regular people that are actually, catching the brunt of this bullshit. And America, who is doesn't want to weigh in on it because of its financial interests, I think a lot more than it is humanitarian interest. Because these people are actually being, and when I say that I did a search, I found footage. This is real shit. The images I'm showing you are from the shit that's happening. Ready? Yeah. Now, this is real. Yeah. This is real shit. These things that are going on, and the missiles is going on. But I think that the problem is with the world in general. We obviously cash rules everything around me. Cream get the money. Dollar bill, y'all. End of the day, America needs to step up. Just like it would in any other they need to step up with Americans, the inhumane shit they're doing in America. But I really do think that they should step in and say, chill, fellas. Come on, y'all. Chill.
Well, apparently Biden just got off the phone in moments ago with Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli prime minister. Yeah, he apparently encouraged a ceasefire between Hamas and Israel. Prince of Crenshaw says it's crazy Palestine doesn't even have a funded army. That's because they're not a country, they're not a state. That's the problem. And that's a big part of the conflict there is that they were living there was a group there living, Palestinians living there in that region, and Israel was created not too long after World War II. After the Holocaust, I almost said London, but I meant the UK, Britain,
but I think
and the United States, and the Allied forces. But Britain was like sort of the driving force behind it. But I've always thought that's the United States shit. But I'm gonna tell you, they formed Israel as land for the Jews, and
for the people
there were already people there. There were already people there, and they got displaced.
Right.
And that's
the people that don't know, the person that actually was from the UK that funded it was Jason Statham. I don't know if y'all know that or not. My name's Jason Statham, and I'm down for Israel. I mean, I just wanted to do that. I just feel like I've been doing that a lot since I watched.
I didn't know we had guests today. That's awesome.
Yeah. Like I told people that are listening to the podcast, did they have Jason Statham? Yes, today on the show, it's Jason Statham. But no, I think that Biden's speaking out a little bit. He should be, give me a break. Come on, fellas. He should actually come in there and be a little bit more forceful, because by the time he's hemming and hawing, that's what old black people say. Quit hemming and hawing. There's going to be a lot more people that are going to be dying. And I really do think that they needed to. You see, remember the old hip hop where they say, you need to take a chill pill. That's what I think that they need to do right now. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Instead, Joseph Robinette Biden, president of the United States, publicly is saying things more like Israel has the right to defend itself, just like Donald Trump did, just like Barack Obama did, just like George W. Bush did. Like, all of these presidents say the same thing every time, because this is a bond. These two nations, the United States and Israel, are bonded, together forever. Well, I don't know about forever, but I'm saying there are force in the Middle East. Like, that's our watchdog. That's our check for Islam in the region. Straight up, like that's Christian. This Christian nation.
But what do you think the real reason
is using a Jewish nation to check the Islamic nations, and that's. I mean, we put so much money into Israel and their military. So those are our peeps. That's our pit bull. That's our shark. That's our tiger. You know what I mean?
But you know what? It makes it look like that we basically have, like you said, we're basically using them as watchdogs. But when does it come down to just flat out empathy for the Palestinians? It's just no empathy for them, even when Israel could possibly be wrong. And if you say that, you're being anti-Semitic. No, I'm not being anti-Semitic. If Pedro got on a green and purple jacket and I say, hey, Pedro, you got a green and purple jacket, I'm not, saying anything but the truth. And the bottom line is America needs to step up and say,
I have on a gray shirt.
Well, but I mean, if you did have one on.
Hypothetically, okay.
Hypothetically. Hurrah! Today's how much just do that after everything. I'm gonna walk up to a girl. Hey, what's your name, girl? My name's Betty. Hurrah! And that's it. I'm hip hop day. Today's Monday, hip hop day. But no, I'm just saying. I think that Israel can be wrong. There are people that are Jewish that actually have spoke out against Israel when Israel is wrong. And for some reason, we have this fear of saying it. It feels like in the media, there's this fear of saying, yo, Israel, y'all need to stop. Y'all doing a little much. Y'all doing a little extra. All right.
All the nations on the United Nations Security Council have denounced Israel's actions, save one. And guess who it is?
Wait a minute. I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, the United States is the only member of the UN Security Council that has not, publicly said, Israel needs to stop.
Shit ain't good. But look at this. In fact, this is the new flag. No, it's not.
No, it's matter of fact, no. But listen to this. Israel, speaking of it, released a statement earlier today that they are planning to bomb 2 schools because because of suspected Hamas activity. These schools are slated to become shelters for people who've already been bombed out of their homes, and now they're gonna bomb the bomb shelter. And then where you take shelter after that?
Israel's thugging it out. I'm not gonna act like they're not thugging it out, but Pedro, you got to admit, America has always said that. Even people say, well, what about a Barack Obama? Barack Obama too. The bottom line is we owe them, or I don't know what it is. We use them as, get him, Brutus, get him, Caesar. It's like it's more that than it is being on the right side of right. And I just feel like it's fucked up. Now, don't get me wrong. There's always been animosity between Palestinians, Israel. It's always been that, but they're kind of taking it to a new level. They said that there are so many just
on a whole nother level.
The casualties from, I like to call it regular folk, is really high. And they need to again, I'm gonna do it again because today's hip hop day for me. They need to take a chill pill.
Rah.
There you go.
All right, Carolina Boss jumps in with an important point for me, at least, that reminds me of last night at work. He says, Google Representative Cori Bush. We all know her. She's from Missouri, St. Louis, I believe St. Louis, or maybe Ferguson, actually. But either way, that area, she new representative, black woman, has already been in the mix with Marjorie Q. Green, blah, blah, blah. But he says, she said Palestinian struggles are intertwined with African Americans here, and she's African American. So I think it's important that we are able to draw these connections and see where the struggles intertwine. I'll tell you two things that I witnessed yesterday on the same block right outside my job, working last night. And intermittently during the course of the night, up and down the street and throughout Beverly Hills was a caravan of cars with Free Palestine, written on them, and Palestinian flags hanging out of them, Benzes, Rolls Royce trucks, it was Beverly Hills. They got money, but they were going through honking, and as the caravan would go through, intertwined with the Free Palestine and the Palestinian flags, I saw with my own eyes Black Lives Matter flags, the red, the black, and the green, Black Lives Matter on it. I appreciated that. And just the representation, mixed in with their own struggle. So let's just make sure. I'm just telling you what I saw. So I'm just saying I saw them representing within their struggle, ours as well. So let's find room within that mentality, because we can all do that. I also saw a homeless black man picking up cigarette butts on the ground, and he was wearing a Trump 2020 hat. And I was like, if that ain't Trump's America. And you know what I mean, in one picture. So those are just two images that struck me yesterday. But definitely, Carolina Boss, you want these. We need to see the connections between us and other peoples that struggle around the planet.
Well, I just feel like, how do I put this without, pissing off possible. You got possible people that's going to fund the show in the future. I just feel like there's a tendency for you to, if you mention the word Jew, and this is reactionary from Jewish people, they are, and justifiably, because they've been through some shit. They really are like, yo, you're anti-Semite. You said the word Jew the wrong way, and Jewish people can be wrong. I don't know why we feel like but the way that they respond to anything that they do wrong is above and beyond. And the thing I think black people do need to take from it is this, the stance of like, yo, don't fuck with us like that. But at the same time, the Palestinians, they are getting fucked over majorly. And America's kind of like, yeah, we'd have jumped in if it was anybody else, but sorry, Palestinians. And I do see the correlation between the Palestinians and black people in America, because they're getting fucked over too, Like we get fucked over, even though it's not as bad as it used to be. Somebody said, well, it's not as bad as it used to be. And I agree, but it's still bad over there.
And while Palestinians, struggle, protest, and fight for a state, their own country, Palestine, these conflicts now that we're watching it's not Palestinians in that sense, right? It's a group called Hamas. Again, I just want to stress that they are a terrorist, extremist organization, right? By any definition, no matter what the cause is, like they take it pretty far. They lob missiles, and that is not representative of the greater population, action-wise at least, of Palestinians, in the Gaza Strip. They are kept in areas. I saw reports of forced evictions of Palestinians from certain regions that were supposed to be protected. So yeah, Israel has all the power and they flex it. And I can definitely understand. I think we look at our own history and understand what it might be like to live among your oppressors, man.
I'm gonna tell you why. I mean,
we have to
right now things are really bad, and and I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's like a jungle. Sometimes it makes me wonder why I keep from going under. I just wanted to throw that in there because it's Hip Hop Monday for me. I don't know.
Sir. Yeah, no, yeah, Yanni Kisa, we hear what you're saying, man. Yeah, there's a difference between like disagreeing with people and hating them, and you know, that's all we're talking. We're talking about disagreeing with these actions here, and historically, even the, you know, just the way it's played out, it has been a lopsided affair, and power is on one side, and that's just not fair, and it's not how the world's going to work. I'm sorry, Israel. Like, those people are always going to fight for a better life until you acquiesce and realize that it's, you know, the things that you're part
right.
of. Everybody got to realize their part, and that's
but
it.
You know what? Blowing up the 2 schools, or wanting to say they're going to target 2 schools with people that already been blown to hell, is that's some extra shit. That's just, come on. Yeah, that's extra. Yeah, that's extra. It's a lot. But right. That is, you know what? And by the way, the fact that you knew the name of it's called The Wall,
the Iron Dome,
the Iron Dome.
Yes,
the
sir.
fact that I found that image. I found an image, but it was too large to load of it in real time. It looks like a fucking movie, because you see these ones come up, you see the other bombs come up, and then you see them
come up and pick them off
and pick them off in the air. It's real, but it's such a large thing. I couldn't put it in here, but that's what's going on right now. And because I put in real time, and it was like, oh shit. So hopefully here on Savage AF, we didn't piss off too many people, and I hope my agent Ari doesn't get mad and say, what the fuck were you talking about?
That was just the beginning of the show. We've got much more offending to do.
We're not done yet.
Speaking of
people are going through it. People are going through it. The world's going through it.
Palestinians are. I mean, yeah, no, they're yes. And by the way, our conversation was a little lopsided too, probably, but yes, there are absolutely innocent Jewish people who are being hurt and killed, and, you know, having their lives turned upside down as well.
Right.
And that's the point of all y'all need to stop lobbing shit. Okay?
Yeah, you need to chill. Everybody needs
to chill.
And
while Hamas might not, because they're on some extremist shit.
Right.
You know, I would say to Israel that, you know, your retaliation seems disproportionate, and it seems very American in its nature. And when we get into this sort of mentality and action, it brings me to a place, a sweet old place called Mississippi. Cricket letter.
Don't you say nothing bad about Mississippi, motherfucker. This one is going to be interesting, because I have 2 different mentalities about it. But I just want you to know, as we go into this particular topic, don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge.
I'm just gonna be the bar.
Half these songs you probably are like, what the fuck are you talking about? But because of this, the audience, you know, Pedro.
I'm here for the show too sometimes.
Pedro's an old soul in a younger body, but I'm saying, by the way, his birthday's coming up. We're gonna give him a whole bunch of birthday stuff. But I'm gonna let y'all know right now, I was stunned riding with Pedro that he knew some of the songs. I was like, you listen to this? He's like, yeah, man, you know, I know about all this shit. I'm like, really, motherfucker? But yeah, that was, by the way, that was Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. Man, I got to get this jacket.
Speaking of furious, we probably need to stay furious over states like Mississippi, which just keep trying to roll the clock on back. Oh, Father Time, take us back. Wish I wasn't land, got to take away.
Well, you know why, don't you? You know why, right? Why they're like that. Mississippi, you know why they're like that pertaining to this topic?
Are you talking about the topic of abortion laws and trying to close women's coochies down forever and only be in
we're talking about
I don't know why are they?
Okay. But you got to think, half of the people that were in power there, they literally have found different stuff on their social media where they actually say in their mind, it doesn't matter. Abortion is murder. So in their mind, it doesn't matter if a woman should have the freedom of choice. You know, and that's their main thing.
Or whether it's like endangering her health, or
doesn't matter if she was raped
or is a product of rape. So it's just so we know, Mississippi has a law that they passed. It's a Republican-led state that would not allow abortions after 15 weeks of any kind, and or at all, I should say. So that in and of itself begins to conflict with the Roe v. Wade statute. So that's how this Mississippi law has gotten its way up to the Supreme Court, where now this majority conservative court will basically, because the thing is, if this law stands up, people believe that it will pave the way for an ultimate defeat or decay of Roe v. Wade, which would then ultimately, and we've been saying this for months, years here on this show, the ladies, they are coming for your vagina. We've given you alternate places you could hide them. I told you to put your vagina in the library. These people don't read. Okay, you can hide them in the hood. All right, just stash it at your cousin's house. Leave it there because they don't like to go down to the hood unless they're buying drugs for that one time. You know what I mean? So but they're coming for your coochie, ladies. And wow, we are in 2021 in a place where the Supreme Court is once again debating over something that will ultimately lead towards your freedom to choose.
All the women in the feed. I mean, ladies, do you think that? I mean, Mississippi's they're not showing me nothing new. This is Mississippi. That's Mississippi. You got to think. I mean, look at. I mean, that's
But didn't they just recently, like as of last year, I think, or maybe 2019, voted to take the flag down? So
recently.
No, bro, I'm talking about what time is it? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But like
yesterday.
Yeah, like,
but
for
you
sure.
got to think up until 2020, it was actually 2019. This, I don't know if you can see the image on this for the people that are watching it, and for the people that are listening. Look the flag up. People were fighting and debating. And like, well, we want to keep this flag because that's the goddamn it. What are you talking about, son of a bitch? I mean, that's the mentality of Mississippi. I've done shows down there, and I had to have footnotes as I was doing my set. It was just, I mean, what's that mean? What it mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? I mean, come on. I mean, come on, y'all saw Mississippi burning. That shit is that's right now. I'm not surprised, but women. I'm gonna let women know something. This is where I've gotten into trouble saying it on stage. Women outnumber men, and you can check the stats. Women outnumber men, and I'm not saying all women are going to say it pertaining to abortion, because there's women that are pro-life. But end of the day, the women that, if you don't want this to happen, you're going to have to stand up and scream and yell and fight it to the rafters, because it's going to affect your pussy. It just is. And your
daughters or your granddaughters
or your daughters or your granddaughters. It's going to affect
sister.
It's going to affect. In fact,
and fellas, that's why we need to be up on this too, right?
Absolutely.
We have sisters, daughters, moms.
Wow, somebody in the feed is really. I don't know what's happened here. Well, don't get raped. I don't think that it's an option. Like, I hope I get raped today.
Well, I think what Queen Bee sarcastically is saying is that's what laws like this Mississippi law represents, right? Is like that mentality of, well, if you were walking in the light of the Lord, okay,
right,
then I'm pretty sure your feet wouldn't touch the ground of rapedom. Okay, so though thou walk through the valley of the shadow of rape, I need you to understand that if your heart is not pure, then thou shalt be. You know what I mean? Like that.
Queen Bee, I know I'm fucking with you, Queen Bee. But the bottom line is, I know it's like, well, if Jesus should have jumped in and blocked that rapist from raping you, because that's what Jesus, the blood of Christ.
Why you say it like it was a basketball game? He should have jumped up and blocked. Why didn't cover the boards, Jesus? Come on, Jesus. Man.
I mean, your inside game is just not
getting these ladies left and right, man. I need you on the boards, Jesus.
I mean, how many 3-point rapes are you gonna let happen?
Come on, man. Come on,
I mean,
what you need, a 5 minute? You need a breather?
I mean, the bottom line is they really do blame the woman, but a lot of times they blame the woman pretending to rape. I used to do a bit about that. It's like, look at her over there, breathing air. Look at her over there, walking upright, wearing what she want to wear. Who she thinks she is? You freedom loving son of a bitch. Like it's like that's how Mississippi rolls. Some Mississippi people don't have thumbs. Don't you understand? They haven't formed thumbs yet.
They're working on it. Man, give them
right. These motherfuckers just came out of the primordial stew. These motherfuckers are they are not with it. And Mississippi, the orcs. In fact, I get a picture.
Yeah, out of tar bubbles, man. Garland King said men have to stand up also. And I did mention that a second ago, but yes, I totally agree with that.
By the way, this is
that's why we are talking about this shit. You know what I mean? Like, this is my step up. By the way, I probably won't be at the rally.
Yeah, this is the Supreme Court picture. This is the Republican Supreme Court picture, right here. None of them. Their forehead is basically shade for their eyes. I think that right now, women. Because there's so much shit going on in the world, Pedro. Mm-hmm. There's so much shit going on in the world. There's issues like this that'll end up slipping through the cracks because we got the what's going on in Israel. What's going on with the pandemic, pandemic and racism and racism and police brutality.
Exactly, yeah.
Right, police brutality is still forefront in the news, and obviously the big lie, which I've seen I have the news on sometime when I'm working. And or if I'm cleaning up or whatever, and I'm listening, the big lies in every other fucking thing, and it's huge. So it's forefront. So this shit might end up going past, and women will find out after the fact, and then they'll be like, "What the fuck?" Same thing with voters registration.
Coochie's closed. What do you mean?
What do you mean my coochie's closed? I own my coochie. No, you don't. No, you don't. We foreclosed on your coochie 2 days ago.
We've gentrified that, man. I'm sorry.
That was 2 days ago. But you missed it. You shouldn't have been watching fucking Godzilla versus King Kong. We big voted. We voted on that 3 a.m. What, you didn't hear?
Because devil's baby shit. Trap. We come to shut it.
It's always some shit. You better close your peach up for good because we own it now. I'm telling you right now.
They're out of that, sweetheart.
I'm telling you right now, they do slick shit like they end up doing stuff 3 a.m. or they try not to get the press to talk about it as much. They try to muzzle it. So, ladies, I'm hoping. And I see people on the feed. I'm hoping. What's up? Nazi Islam in the building. Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum salam. But no, I really do think that there's so much distractions going on, and Trump is coming out with his own blog and his channel, and that's going to distract us for a while, and all this other stuff. And they're getting a lot of slick shit that's going by.
Marjorie Taylor.
Right? That was in the news to the point. Which, by the way, his boy is. Pedro said it. His boy is a rap. Today, I saw it in the news. His boy is a rap. It's a rap. There's
Greenberg
no fucking
went full on. He's like, yeah, I touched some girls. Yeah, I bought one.
Okay, yeah, I sex trap.
He did.
No, yeah, but I'm telling you, it's a wrap. I just feel like with women's rights, pertaining to that, I understand the really religious people, and you got two people here that aren't. And Pedro is definitely doesn't believe in the Lord, and I tell him that sometime when we're talking. I say Jesus don't like when Pedro talks about it. That's why Jesus thinks your feet stinks. And, what?
May your stock portfolio forever burn in hell.
Burn in hell. That's why your Bitcoin went down, buddy.
Oh.
I mean, it's like there's people that are religious that will absolutely fight you. I got in an argument outside of the haha because I did a Jesus joke, and this lady literally went and got her neighbors. I come back outside and they wanted to debate with me for like 30 minutes about how that joke was. And it was just about Jesus cheating at water sports because he can run on top of the water while the other people had to swim. And it was a silly joke. Oh, well, it could have been the holes in his hands. And Jesus is a boxer and he had hand speed because there was holes in his hand from the cross. Yeah, it could have been that one. It could have been that Jesus joke. But I make fun of religious people all the time, especially Christians, because especially Christians, because Christians have caused wars. They don't respect, even if you are religious, they don't respect other religions. If you're a Muslim, if you're a Buddhist, if you're whatever you choose to be, they do really go in hard to paint on them. So that's part of the reason I don't really rock with the Bible. The Bible, by the way, which was edited over and over again by Simon and Schuster. And basically, it was a jealous fucking king that's decided. The King James version of the Bible was that he was jealous of all the attention and said, well, I'm going to make my own King James Bible. And because I said so, because I'm king. Now bring those little boys into my little chambers. By the way, I don't know if you know that a lot of the kings used to fuck little kids. I'm just putting that out there. You didn't know that?
I watched Game of Thrones. I know what's up, bro. You know,
I
know what they be doing, bro.
Yeah, I mean, just like a Catholic priest. If you want to go there, but we're going to jump into this other topic. But I'm going to tell you right now, the Catholic priests were getting taken down for a while there in Philadelphia. I mean, in Pennsylvania and upstate New York. A lot of these priests, Boston. There was a lot of priests doing some really creepy shit with with little kids,
with the choir boys.
Yeah,
with the altar boys.
Yeah, no, that's real shit. So the people, oh wow, people say, I'm telling you the truth. I'm not making the shit up. It's true. So that's why they're so religious. Religious people are like, abortion? No way, buddy. No way, Mississippi. Woo! In fact, I got to put it up here, buddy. It's Mississippi, buddy. Woo!
Well, Mississippi is not just a state, but it can also be a state of mind. And here in California,
wrong one.
Yep, my bad. Oh,
okay, good.
Here in California, we have a Mississippi-minded individual. Some of y'all may have known him as Ricky Stratton on the acclaimed sitcom from the 80s, Silver Spoons. By the way, if you guys are wondering why sitcoms aren't funny anymore, it's because they're all just based on jokes now, right? But you see that picture right there? You know the story of this? This boy, the man sitting on the train, he was a billionaire toy tycoon, raising his son by himself. Why? Because the mother died. Okay, the chick on his shoulder, that was the secretary. Okay, now that how you gonna base a sitcom off the mama death? You know what I mean? That's how they did with different strokes. Two little black kids go live with a rich white man. Why? Because their parents died. Facts of life. If you look at all these girls living out of school, why? Because their parents don't fucking want to come see them. You ever see any of their goddamn parents?
Every Disney movie, Bambi,
mama,
dead.
Deer steak, deer steak,
Lion King. Was dead that time.
Dead. Deer tartar. I mean, lion tartar. He just got
it's
pummeled.
just about 7 movies for Disney.
Right.
But no,
but the real actor, Ricky Schroeder. Now he's a grown man, the little kid, lead actor. Boom, on the left now. Yep, he looks like a failed trucker. He has a thin blue line hat on that just above that brim is a blue line. You can't see it or being hidden by the brim of his hat. But that's that thin blue line. Police can kill black people. It's all good type of hat mentality. And he went on this rant. I saw the video. By the way, when I say the video, I mean the one he took. It was all selfie footage of him berating the Costco employees because they wouldn't let him in without a mask. And he's talking about what the CDC said and we don't have to do and blah, blah, blah. And then dang. It's like, yeah, but in California, we still do. The health department hasn't lifted that. And private businesses still have the right to maintain their own, just like no shoes, no shirt, no service. Yeah, they can still do that, dog. So, I just don't get the whole thing of like, and it's funny because he was on a show called Silver Spoons about a kind of, rich, spoiled kid or whatever. The kid was sweet, but he had everything he wanted in life. I'm like, what are these people really losing? Like, what did you come to Costco for? Buy your fucking barrel of pickles, take them to your goddamn bunker, and shut the fuck up. Like, put the mask on, get your goddamn mustard drums, and get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, when you go to Costco, if you go to Costco, let me tell you something. They have, if you want the 9-year pack of Q-tips. What the fuck do I need 9-year pack of Q-tips?
Yeah, get a fucking pallet of shrimp
exactly.
And fucking go home, man.
But when I say he acted as though they kidnapped his wife. It was just weird. And by the way, I don't know if you remember him from the show Silver Spoons.
When he was on NYPD Blue too.
I'm sorry, that wasn't him. My bad.
Oh,
wrong picture.
No, that was his prom picture, wasn't it?
That was a prom. Yeah,
but he was also on NYPD Blue, right?
He was also on NYPD Blue. Yeah, but if you remember him from Silver Spoons, he was the cute little kid that, you know, hey everybody, are you sure we have to go into the store? But now the old him is like, God damn it, I'm going to the store and I want to buy. If I can't buy 2 troughs of fucking mayonnaise, I can't live my life. I'm telling you,
fuck gasoline. I'm here from margarine, son bitch.
I went to Costco once. I had to get 2 other niggas help me carry out Alka-Seltzer. It's like
you ever had too many
ass Alka-Seltzer.
You ever had too many socks to carry? And that's the other thing. You could just get all kind of random shit there. Like nigga bought 6 years worth of socks one time. I had to get the fucking forklift thing to get. But
the thing is, this is the wild shit. Is there's people that actually, if you look on social media, that were like he was absolutely in the right. Who is Costco think they are to limit such a big star, quote. I mean, he was a star. He is a star. I mean, I'm not gonna say it.
Man, fuck out of here. They ain't got nothing to do with wearing your mask. Shut your ass up.
He's a star, man. It takes the good, it takes the bad. Okay, that's a different, that's a different song. Okay,
I don't even remember the Silver Spoon song.
I don't remember the Silver Spoon song, but no, I remember that. It was Alfonso Rivera.
Yeah, bro. You know who else was in there? He was the asshole friend, or he was like, like kind of like the Eddie Haskell of the show. If you're up on your Leave It to Beaver, but Jason Bateman, a young Jason Bateman was on that show,
and he's crazy as fuck too.
He's funny as shit though as an actor.
No, as an actor, but Jason Bateman, did you know he's a right wing crazy fuck religious?
Oh, you mean crazy like this shit?
And
really?
Like in real life, Jason Bateman then turned into a straight. He's a
nut fuck. All right, well, hey, these guys, I don't know, maybe they get bored after a while.
You know what? I got a Savage AF's retraction. It was a different person. Jason Bateman's actually very cool.
Okay, yes. Cool. I was like, man, that would be hard. That's one of those like, oh, I like that guy as an actor or whatever. You know what I mean? Like he was somebody that I support the shit he done, and he's
I do support it. You know what?
Look, everybody's freaking out like, no, coming in last like Jason Bateman right wing, no,
not Jason Bateman. It is another actor that was in the show on the show. That's a fucking nutcase now.
On which show? On
Arrested Development? No, on Silver Spoon.
Besides Ricky Schroeder?
Besides Ricky Schroeder. I can't remember his name now. I will find it because it's short notice, boom, bam. But no, honestly, Jason Bateman, I want to get a retraction. Jason Bateman, good, I have never met him.
I know he's listening.
But Jason Bateman is very funny in movies, very good actor. There's a movie, there's a series on Netflix that he absolutely is great on called Ozarks. And I watched it and I enjoyed it.
I watched the first season. I liked it. I didn't keep going.
Pedro got me watching one of the creepiest fucking shows. At first I was like, I ain't watching this shit. That shit, I've been watching it and it's like so fucking creepy.
Which one? Them? Oh man. Right. That you just stressed me out bringing that back up. I was almost over it, Shane.
Yeah,
that's traumatic as a Negro to watch. It's so entertaining.
It ain't nothing to fuck with, and it actually has parallels to shit I've seen that's happening in the world right now.
Now we know what it is. That's why it's here.
Right.
Yeah, man. So I just it's not this story. As we move on, this story ain't even about Ricky Schroeder, but it is just about this mentality.
Scott Baio
have to keep dealing. Oh, Scott Baio. It is Scott Baio.
It is.
No, he wasn't on Silver Spoon. He was on Happy Days, then Joni and Chachi, and then Charles in Charge. But either way, he did lose his goddamn mind and go right wing as well. Yeah, right. That's what it was.
But I don't know if it was Scott Baio. There's another guy. I'm not picturing.
There's another guy. You think?
I'll figure it out before the end of the show.
He did go right in all the wrong ways.
No, you're right. Scott Baio definitely eats Trump chips. I don't know if you had it. It's chips made of Trump shit. They harden them, put them in a bag, and they sell them to the right wing. I don't know if y'all know that or not. But
Trump flow chips.
Yeah, that's true. I don't.
All right. Hilarious,
ladies.
Man.
But we're moving on. But ladies, make sure you speak up pertaining to abortion. Make sure that you speak up for your rights. Either way you fall, I get it, but definitely speak up. Don't just let the shit slide, especially if you're pro-choice. Fellas too. If you're pro-choice, make your voice heard. If you're anti-abortion, I get it, but don't blow up abortion clinic trying to save a life if there's motherfuckers in the abortion clinic.
But they're murderers, Shane. They're baby murderers, and they're drinking the juice like Capri Suns. They stick a straw in the head, and then they suck the baby flat. You ever seen that? You ever seen a flat baby?
Never seen a flat baby. Have you ever seen
a flat baby, Shane? It's
you know what? But I'm gonna find one. I'm gonna put him on the show.
Gonna get you a flat baby.
Yeah, but So we move on with this Savage AF. Yo, make sure that make sure you check out the show on Facebook. I forgot to say that. Follow us on Facebook. On Facebook, it's Savage AF. It's Savage A.F. Okay, and follow us on Facebook. That's our fan page. Make sure you check us out on all the different platforms. And before we get into the next thing real quick, I forgot to say this before we get out of here. But well, we can go a little bit longer because I don't think Pedro has to go. But speaking of Pedro, there's something that you should do. Bam. I think you should definitely, if you get a chance, you happen to be in the mood for a laugh or two, and who's not, you should check out A Laugh or Two. Black Pedro Begins, the album. Knock down Pamela Knox's thing real quick. My
bad.
If you want to purchase it, all you have to do, this is very easy. All you have to do is go to the website. You hear me? Go to the website, people. Boom. Buy the album at Black Pedro Begins. It's theblackpedro.com/shop. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
And you'll see this. Boom. You click on there. Bam. It'll download and it's yours. And you can tell your friends about it. If you happen to have Amazon Prime, not sure if you do or not, but if you do, bam, check me out on there. It's the name of the special is SHANGRY live in New York City. The comedy special. Amazon Prime. We're at a 5-star. We got a 5-star rating. And we're at a 99.2 now. Since last week, we were at 99.1. We're 99.2 customer engagement ratio, which means 99.2 motherfuckers that have seen the special have given it this.
I want to talk to the 0.8 of you motherfuckers out there acting so goddamn ignorant. If you don't rate, review, and share that shit, I swear for God, I'm gonna take 0.8 out your ass.
You know what I would do?
I'm gonna take 99.2% of your ass.
I will send a UFC lesbian to come over there and bust you the fuck up.
Please tell me you didn't punch in UFC lesbian, and that's what came up.
Bam.
Is that even a search category? That there can't be.
Well, apparently it is. Oh, look at some of the shit. I fried dick, and I found a picture of a fried dick. So you know what? Google's awesome. Savage AF. That's what I want to make sure y'all know, because the album is available right now. Alex Powers, what's up, Alex?
See you in the building. Stun said Dean Cain may be who you're thinking of in terms of the Republican shit.
Dean Cain's another nutty that licks windows.
He's a Princeton grad, man. He might still hold the Ivy League record for most interceptions in a season. He's actually a pretty good defensive back.
Wow. Alex is over in Israel having Hamas rockets exploding above my head. Real talk. You know what, Alex? Now
we talked about this at the top of the show.
At the top of the show. Be safe. But the footage that I found from that's happening over there, it looks insane. It looks insane. And this is actual footage. And people were like, before I was talking about it with a friend of mine, people were acting like, well, no, man, it can't be that bad. Yes, it fucking can. Yes, it fucking can. It is that bad. It is that fucking bad right now over there. So hopefully, I don't want anybody to die. I don't want anybody to be hurt.
On either side, man. We are asking for all of it to stop. For Hamas to stop. for Israel to stop as well. Like we
Right.
both sides need to
We want
cut
both
that
sides.
shit out.
We don't want anybody to die. And you know what? If we need it, if I need to, I'm gonna get this dude from Costco to come over there and make sure that both of y'all get it together.
You know, he was well trained as a
Yeah.
I think he was an assistant manager or something like that. He was professional. He was, you know, calm in his facts, and he kept it moving. Speaking of keep it moving, that's what we're gonna do right here on Savage AF. And as we keep it moving, we're gonna do it a little something like this.
Hey, 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 it's your boy Black Pedro popping in, hey, 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 with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
You're right there, bro.
Man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare y'all. I know I came out of nowhere on that one. It's your boy Black Pedro with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'. You know what just fucked me up is before I actually get into my topic, what fucked me up is that Alex Powers is taking the time out of her war day, you know, to watch Savage AF. So thank you for that.
Yes.
In a hectic time, I can't imagine bombs and being like, man, let me catch this John Oliver real quick. So I appreciate
By
that.
the way, he's excellent. And Bill Maher, I don't know, John Oliver started to edge out Bill Maher for me. But go ahead.
Yeah, Bill lost me a little bit during the pandemic, but we can talk about that another day. Black Pedro popping today, man. I want to talk to y'all about just a little levity for today's show. But here's my little J. Cole theory. Jermaine Cole, he's a rapper. Yeah, there he is, right there. I call him he for me is what's part of this, you know, generation, or I don't know what they are, Gen X or Y or Z or QBT. But listen, this generation has this triad of MCs in Drake, Kendrick Lamar, and J. Cole. And Drake is like this multifaceted, more artist, like general artist, right? Even in the sense that he was an actor before he actually became a rapper, right? A wheelchair Jimmy, you know what I'm saying? Degrassi High. Come on, man. Up on Morningside. So he represents kind of like this the more poppy realm of hip hop, right? Like there's like a lot of more pop appeal, I think, to Drake. And Kendrick Lamar has this like whole mastermind artist thing going on, concept album after concept album that is telling a story and interlinked with these ideas and concepts and, like, you know, this super deep shit. And after listening to J. Cole's newest release here, the Off Season,
right,
I'm coming to the conclusion, like, he, you know, I've already recognized him in this triad of the greats in this generation, and they all have their own right, you know, space in time, you know, throughout the history of hip hop. But I'm realizing that, you know, J. Cole has been in his lane the whole time, just kind of making these really, really like classic hip hop albums that bang and have beats, and the boys' lyrics are just fucking stupid, man. Like, the boy got flow. I'm telling you, the boy got flow. and you know, there's what Drake's doing over here in this space that's like looks super big and is right. And then there's Kendrick that seems super esoteric and small, but is also really big and huge. And then I think that's what that song Middle Child is all about. It's just kind of like J. Cole's been kind of quiet in the middle, doing monster things, but with these albums that are just like, they almost look simple compared to what the peers are doing. But it's like, if you're from the 90s hip hop like me, it's like, this is kind of just what hip hop is. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It's like beats and dumb lyrics, and then and he got something to say, but it shouldn't go too far above people's head. You know what I mean? Like, if you can, but these kids have problems. They got ADD and HDID, and they motherfuckers can't.
Damn, man, why you saying that about the millennials?
They can't sit and listen to a man talk for 35 seconds straight.
You know what man, I mean? Put together
all the connections and layers.
Niggas be calling me out. No, I'm just saying. Yeah. I mean, let me tell you something. One, that album's fire. Two, I think that J. Cole. There's a documentary me and my son watched. That's about how he created the album and and also from when he first started, how dedicated he was from when he was 16. Mm-hmm. And that he didn't get put on for a long time. I didn't realize. I thought he got put on immediately. Nope, he didn't at all. And he didn't do well at all at first until he started really staying in his own lane. Just like he brought out about, he talks about Jay-Z. Jay-Z used to be a real speed rapper. Like, you know, blah, 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 blah. And then he slowed down and started feeding his style to the masses. But J. Cole is, I definitely would say J. Cole is in my top 2 now.
Yeah, if you haven't downloaded,
it's Kendrick.
The off season.
Kendrick. Yeah. I'll give you for the people in the feed. I'm gonna tell you who it is. Kendrick for sure. Okay, Kendrick. Butterfly was just, to Pimp a Butterfly was just on some other shit. To be real with you, J. Cole. I got to go with, there's a cat named Logic. Logic is, you know, and Logic talk about his life. Lyrically, and I like the fact J. Cole's new album. There's a lot of introspection. And I think that he just decided, I don't want to be like Drake is more, you know, hey, we're at the party. And J. Cole's introspective as fuck, man. And his bars are just ridiculous. I like the whole album. I actually like the whole album.
That's the interesting thing about Drake, though, is like on the surface, it seems like it's all partying. Oh, girl, and I love you, girl. And I miss you, girl. But then light skin, but I'm still a dark nigga. Like Drake got songs that I'll be wanting to tear up my whole living room to. Like, what you say, nigga?
Yeah, no,
everybody in this bitch.
Drake is
post office up.
Drake is
and he has some deeper songs, like, you know.
And Yanni said that Jay-Z's hair is a little fucked up. I agree with you. And then Pamela Knox said can't stand Logic. Logic got bars. Logic can rhyme. I don't give a fuck what you say. Logic can rhyme.
Oh, I thought she meant like when she's arguing.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I can't stand Logic. Okay. No, with your little Logic.
Yeah, I know. With your
making sense.
Okay, and Nicole H. Okay, you're a millennial. It's just that J. Cole stuff seems more mature than Little Gotti. Okay.
Yo Gotti.
Yeah, whatever the motherfucker. There's a lot of Lils. There's a lot of Lils all over the motherfucking place.
Yeah.
Lils.
I always wanted to see one time just a battle between the Youngs and the Lils.
The Lils.
the Lils, the LIL niggas versus the young niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like if you could have taken back in his day Young Jeezy versus Lil Wayne. Lil Boosie versus, you know, Young Thug. You know, I was like,
there's so many
before they all got so old, you know. If the Lil versus should do that, I'm gonna hit them up.
Yeah,
Lils versus Youngs. Oh, nigga! First of all,
but it's gonna be
niggas
weird.
take my shit, this shit is recorded and it's timestamped and dated and all that, and it's gonna be on the YouTube page. And it's Pedro, and I came up with the verses: Lils versus Youngs.
Yeah, but Youngs are like 48 years old now.
So they always were. That's why they had to put the young on it. Nigga, you 50. Little geriatric in the house, little grandpa in the house,
little hurt hip.
That's young uncle in the house, young uncle in the house.
Now, if y'all get a chance, definitely, if you get a chance, Off Season is one of the best new joints I've heard. There's a couple other new people. I'm fucking with this dude, Toby Nguchu.
Oh man, I just saw a video of him called Fi. Yeah, I heard his lady rap for the first time. She pregnant. Man, that video is so crunk. The song's called Fi, like Fye.
Yeah. By the way, I literally have downloaded all his shit. I love his shit, and he's on some. He raps clean, which I was surprised. And when I first started hearing it, even you really listen to it, he's definitely a conscious rapper. But he's still about those. He's still about those hands, though. He still will throw hands. So I mean, but you got to hear J. Cole. If they're playing 2 songs on the radio right now, I was going to the store and getting some stuff. I went to buy some plants. All right, don't judge me. I like plants, motherfuckers.
Living things are good, man. Hey,
and I went to buy some plants, and I
buy plants about every 2 weeks or so. Usually it's sativa.
Well, that's different. No, I didn't mean those plants. I meant actual plants to be in the house plant. You know what though? I want to say though, I got to give it to you. I agree with you. J. Cole is in the triad for sure. There's a couple other people though in the top 10 that I got to put in there that people ain't hip to. You know, Hobson's in my top 10. Which I don't know about Hobson, but for the people that do know, Hobson got skills. And
there you go.
Okay, and if y'all get a chance,
right now, get the boy J. Cole going for you. The off season, man. I'm shouting that out, man. It's a good one. I'm banging it, as the kids say, in the streets.
The millennials
in the streets.
I see now I want to talk about hip hop because I've been doing that all day today. But I knew once I saw the J. Cole said it's hip hop. It's hip hop Monday. It's like the jungle sometimes. Close to the edge. But mine is close to the edge, but it ain't really that edge. It's a different edge. So I'm gonna do it like this. I know y'all probably understand, trying to figure out what is the constipation of the Constitution. The constipation of the Constitution is the fact that everything in the Constitution, we are still constipated and we can't get the shit done or get it out right. Okay. The fact that we still have a bunch of states that have a problem with motherfucking let's just put it this way. Let's be real, hanging a nigga laws. That's pretty much it. They still have a problem with that. The Constitution is just stuck on the same old shit instead of moving forward. I think we need to get rid of the Constitution because it is constipated. We already know that it's an archaic fucking thing, and that's what it is. Now I know we need somebody to get on the toilet, let that shit out, and write some new shit. Because the bottom line is, we shouldn't still be debating about hanging a nigga. Okay, that's what it is. Because I don't know a lot of other people that were being hung in this country other than black people. And it's still on the books. And we still have to debate about it. And there's still people that are still down. Rand Paul, that bitch motherfucker, is still down for this shit. Hanging? We can't come to agreements that this shit, that ain't good? I don't understand it. But right now, and you know what? Nothing to do with Jason Bateman. Want to make sure y'all know that. Jason Bateman, nothing to do with this. Not in the discussion.
Good guy. Good guy.
Good guy. Jason Bateman, good guy. But
funny,
the people,
witty,
funny. You know what? Urban people like him too. But did you know this? Right now, they still have that on the books. You knew that, Pedro, didn't you?
Yeah. No, I mean, there's anti-lynching laws have been fought for years now.
Fought for it. It should be something that we should fight for.
It shouldn't even be a discussion.
It shouldn't even be a discussion. I agree with you, but the bottom line is America's constipated, and the Constitution. This dude is going through it. I don't know. This picture made me feel like I feel so bad for him. He can't get up. The shit is like,
was he so constipated that he like passed out?
He passed out
from holding his breath, like trying to put in. He's
trying to put in work, and it didn't win. And this guy just was like, "I'll never leave. I'll never leave." But the bottom line is, the reason I said is
Channing Tatum.
No, is that Channing Tatum? No, but it looked like it.
It looks like him.
No, that would be even better. But the reason I said the Constitution, we need to get rid of the Constitution as it is, or rewrite it and actually bring it to update. It's stuck up in the ass of fucking history and society. We need to rewrite the Constitution and actually have stuff that applies to the world today, and also take the stuff from the history and actually apply it to today, because some of the shit is being replayed over and over again, aka the shit that we saw January 6th. So the bottom line is, Jason Bateman's a good dude. I just want to put that up. Off top. And I just want to say that right now. And in closing, since he did say that, this shit is fire. If you get a chance, check it out. That's my SHANGRY for today. I just feel like the Constitution needs to be redone, because I was reading some stuff on it. Ooh, there's a lot of shit that shouldn't apply to today at all.
Bullshit, son.
That's that bullshit.
Yeah, man. All right, man. So Savage AF, we did it Monday.
We went over a little bit today, but we could today because
I'm not working today.
Yeah,
I got the day off. I'm going to go to sleep. I don't know why. I am so tired. No, man, it's real. Like, I was just like, I was so relieved. I was like, man, I am
that you were relieved.
I can still do this shit. Don't get me wrong, right? I'm still out here in these streets hustling, getting it, moving, shaking,
right,
grooving, yeah, moving, yeah. I just feel it now. Like I can actually feel it in my body. You know, when you were younger and you bounce around and then you get up the next day, keep on bouncing.
Right.
You know nowadays I get up, I'm like,
imagine me, man. Yeah. Imagine how I feel sometimes.
Yeah.
But check this out. We're also Savage AF is going to be doing some live shows. I'm working on it right now. Also, you can check out Black Pedro. We'll be doing sets around town if you live in Los Angeles.
Comedy Chateau.
Yes, the Comedy Chateau. He'll be there on the 30th. I'll be there on the 22nd.
Hollywood.
We will have the information all this week. We'll let you know about the shows, and we'll let you know about that. Make sure you check us out on all the social media platforms: iTunes, Stitcher, Slack, or Google Play. iHeartRadio. Got to remember that. We are featured on iHeartRadio and Spotify and
SoundCloud, girl. Yeah, yeah, girl.
Woo, woo, woo.
I felt that one, actually. I kind of felt that one.
Right there. And also make sure that you follow at Black Pedro. And again, I know I used to joke about it, but the fact that when I have actually said that about following him and people did not know what I meant, is it BLK? No, it's...
You know what? I actually don't need you as my follower. If you can't figure out Black and Pedro and put them together,
BLK,
you have priorities in your life that you need to tend to.
That's
like third grade. Go back.
Follow at Black Pedro on the gram. Make sure you follow at Comedian Shang, and make sure you check us out and make sure you subscribe. For the people that are new, we had a couple new people on the feed. Make sure you do me a favor. Make sure you definitely subscribe, but click the bell. Very important to click the bell because that way you find out what's going on. And if you don't click
kung
the
fu
bell, I'm just saying.
Honestly, it would freak me the fuck out if a rabbit ever made that noise. Like
rabbits do make that noise.
I would shit on myself, I think.
When rabbits are being killed, some of them scream. Also, you know what else makes that noise? Goats.
Oh yeah, I've heard the goats. And I've actually heard a rabbit scream like on the Discovery Channel. It was getting chased by a wolf, and the wolf caught a little thing, and the rabbit made a noise. I was like, oh yeah, they ain't that quiet.
They ain't that quiet. Yeah, the rabbits ain't that quiet. So listen, we're gonna be back now. Actually, now we'll let you know the time. Last week was different. This week is different. This week we will be back Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 6 p.m.
Pacific Standard Time
to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then Friday we will be 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay, so I'm just letting you know ahead of time that this week will be, so we won't be this Thursday. We will not be on at 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Now, Wednesday, are we on 3 p.m. to 4 p.m.?
What, this week?
Yeah.
Bro, we just said it. Tuesday.
No, your acting classes.
Oh, shit. Yeah, actually, yeah, I do have to do it 3 p.m. on Wednesday. So
that's why I was.
Yeah, I forgot about that. There we go.
Wait a minute. Well, you know what? We'll let you know.
Yeah, we'll make an announcement.
We'll make an announcement.
But tomorrow, definitely 6 p.m. Pacific
tomorrow is at 6 p.m. and we will see you then. Take care of yourself, and whatever you do, check out that J. Cole. Shit's fire.
Yeah.